What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm LockhartQT. Today we're diving deep into the world of Call of Duty Zombies and ranking the top 5 Perk cola machines that take your game from 0 to hero. Whether you're playing solo with your squad, these perks are essential for staying alive and pushing past those high rounds. So without further ado, let's crack open a cold one and jump right into the top 5. So kicking off our list at number 5 is the beloved Speed Cola. Now if you're like me, you know the frustration of reloading just a second too slow and then later paying the price in game. Speed Cola cuts your reload time in half, letting you stay in the action longer without those annoying interruptions. Whether you're wielding an LMG or just trying to keep the pressure on with your favourite weapon, Speed Cola is a game changer for any serious zombie player. Also, just Speed Cola is so iconic, it's been there since the first iteration of the original 4 perks with Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap and Speed Cola. It was on Verrucht, it was one of the first perks. Obviously in this list I'm not really taking nostalgia into account, but I do have to address it here. Speed Cola is an all-time classic. It has an amazing jingle, the iconography of both the Cold War machine as well as the classic machine is so iconic and I love it. Okay, so coming in at number 4, we've got Stamina Up. This perk gives you a serious speed boost, letting you run faster and for longer. Perfect for when you need to take a kite or horde, or you're training, or making a mad dash for the mystery box, pack-a-punch, or just trying to get a downed teammate on the other side of the map. Especially in Cold War, they buffed Stamina Up so much that you can literally out-sprint super sprinters, which is just insane to me. But trust me, when the rounds get higher and the zombies get faster, you'll be glad you grabbed a bottle of Stamina Up. And like I said, they just buffed it for whatever reason in Black Ops 4 and then even more so in Cold War, Vanguard, etc. and even in MW3 zombies. Stamina Up is OP and it's really great for training, getting across the map. It's just such a good perk. Okay, so coming in at number 3, I'm kind of cheating here because I've got 2 perks, however they are very similar, so similar to the point where I've put them basically as a joint 3rd place, that being Winter's Wail and Widow's Wine. And now let me explain, because I know a lot of you are going to blast off in the comments saying these are 2 completely different perks, however let me explain. So first off, let's talk Winter's Wail. This frosty favourite is perfect for ground control. When you're hit, it triggers a blast of ice that freezes nearby zombies, giving you some precious breathing room. It's essentially useful in tight spots, or if you're cornered. Winter's Wail is like a built-in insurance policy, slowing down the undead and giving you a few crucial seconds to regroup or make you escape. Now if you guys remember, in Black Ops 4 at launch, Winter's Wail was one of the worst perks ever introduced to zombies. It was just so weak and it was just completely pointless running it. However, I can't remember when it was. I don't know if it was around Ancient Evil or maybe Alpha Omega. They buffed the hell out of Winter's Wail, making it one of the best perks of all time, especially if you've got it in the modifier slot. And if you guys didn't know, Winter's Wail is actually the spiritual successor to Widow's Wine, and this perk is a fan favourite for good reason. Not only does it make your grenades explode into webs rather than snow and frost that slow and damage zombies over time. See, it's very similar to Winter's Wail, but it also has a defensive effect. When you're hit, it triggers a burst that traps nearby zombies into sticky webs. Widow's Wine is a must-have for high round runs and is perfect for protecting yourself in those nail-biting moments when you're reloading or reviving a teammate. Widow's Wine is just such a cool perk. It fits perfectly into maps like Zetsubo, where they actually gave it like an origin story with you had the side quest with a giant spider, and then more so in Shadows of Evil as well. It fits really perfectly into that map. I think Widow's Wine is such a good perk. It's a crutch perk for Black Ops 3 and it's needed on every map, and I would also agree for Winter's Wail, but what stops these 2 perks from being higher is the fact that the ice and the web grenades, as well as the melee effect, if you're trying to hold a zombie, especially for doing Easter eggs or anything, there are some times where the web can trigger the zombie and instantly killing them and things like that. But I do love both of these perks for different reasons, and I've put them at joint spot just to make sure both don't miss out on this list. So sliding into the number 2 spot is Dying Wish from Black Ops 4. This perk is a literal lifesaver. When you would normally go down, Dying Wish gives you a second chance by triggering a berserk mode, where you can't take damage for a short period of time and you're left on 1 HP. It's like your own personal get out of jail free card. If you only get 1 use per cooldown, but that 1 use could mean the difference between clutching a high round or spectating your friends from the afterlife whilst they're doing Easter egg steps. Dying Wish is so OP, and it was probably the best perk in Black Ops 4 even from launch, and it even got a buff after a short time, and a lot of the implementations of Dying Wish were actually then placed into Cold War and MW3's Tombstone, where a lot of the perk effects actually carried over. However, Dying Wish, in my opinion, remains the best iteration of this perk. And yes, reload effects, grenade effects, running effects are all cool, but at the end of the day, veteran players, like we're talking very good high round players or just very good zombie players in general, will always prioritize an extra life or an extra revive over, moving quicker or reloading quicker, because Dying Wish can literally save your life. And finally, the undisputed champion at number 1, Juggernog. This classic perk has been keeping zombie players alive since day 1 on Verrucht. Juggernog increases your health, it's very simple at that, letting you take more hits before you go down. It's the ultimate survival tool, simple, plain, effective, and absolutely essential. Juggernog is a crutch perk in every single game mode it's been in other than Black Ops 4, even more so that people complained so much that Juggernog and Speed Cola weren't in Black Ops 4. Juggernog is that much of a crutch perk. Every single zombie player uses it for every single game. Every veteran zombie player knows that grabbing Juggernog is the first step to any successful Easter egg run, high round game. It's the one perk you cannot afford to skip. It's so iconic, that jingle, the iconography, the logo, both machine designs, the classic design as well as the Cold War design. Juggernog is amazing, and it's one of my favourite, perks of all time. It is the best perk of all time. I know people would argue, Winter's Wail and Dying Wish. However, Juggernog specifically is that one perk you cannot live without. At the end of the day, Juggernog is the OG, the go-to, the must-have perk that has saved countless players from the cold, unforgiving hands of the zombies. So there you have it, the top 5 Perk-a-Cola machines in Call of Duty Zombies. Which ones do you always grab first, and did your favourite make the list? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this ranking, this top 5, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more Epic Zombies content. Until next time, thank you all so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.